The first thing you want to do is called a site evaluation. Basically what that means is you want to go to the area where you're going to be constructing your slab and look at what obstacles might be in the way of that construction. Now on this site we have some elevation issues we need to deal with. This side of the slab over here is about 2 feet higher than the far corner. So when we do our excavation, we're going to make sure that we can level this out without creating any drainage issues for the slab. So on this side where we have a fairly significant cut, we'll want to slope that back, make sure we're either draining around the slab or placing some type of curtain drain in that area to handle any water that may come down. Other items that you want to look out for are trees. In this case we had a small oak tree here that we've cut out. I left it about a foot tall so I can wrap a chain and pull it out so that I get the root structure out. You can't have any roots or organic material below your slab, so you want to make sure that you pull that out ahead of time. Obstacles such as debris, if you have some heavy machinery you can move that right out of here with no problem. Another issue we have on this side is we have a structure behind here. Now there's a couple issues we need to be aware of here. One is that the gutters are currently drained down and empty out back into this area here. So that's going to be an issue of drainage that we'll have to handle either by diverting that around the structure or by creating some type of catchment system prior to where we place our new slab that can handle that water. When we look at where this slab is going to go, I know that I want to orient my long wall to the south, so I've used a compass to find south, and then I've looked at trees in the area to see how that's going to block the sun. That gives me a really specific idea of where I want to place my slab. Also, I'm taking into consideration how the placement of this slab and the structure that is built upon it is going to affect the structure behind us in terms of shading, creating cold spots, and creating little wind tunnels that just collect debris. Finally, one of the things that I do when I've got my general idea of where I want to have the layout is I get some large balloons and some string, place them in the corners that I think I'm going to want to use for the home, and put them up to the right heights for plate and then some up for the roof height. That way I can stand back at this other building and some of the other windows, look outside and see how it's going to obstruct any lines of sight. And it's a lot easier to move balloons than it is to move a concrete slab.